The breaking news at this hour. Joseph Tully watching along with us. And Joseph, one of those things where strategically the defense wanted the mistrial declared last week, but turned out that it worked out in their favor. This jury didn't take long today. Didn't even get to the lunch break, coming back not guilty on this count 2.
Yes, it's very surprising. I mean, this is why criminal defense world is so shocking and has so much adrenaline to it. Here you have a situation where the jury couldn't decide on the more serious charge. They were deadlocked. That means there were some people who wanted to vote guilty. So the prosecution and the judge took that off the table and said, okay, don't worry about deadlocking on the first charge. We'll just go to the lesser charge of criminal negligent homicide. And the jury came back not guilty unanimously on that, which is very surprising given that they were deadlocked on the more serious charge.
Yeah, it is hard to get you. Could it be frustration from the jurors as a whole? And we didn't know the split, which, if it was 11-1 or 10-2. But, man, did you agree with the defense strategy to argue that there should be a mistrial granted on both charges once they came back deadlocked on the higher charge? One would think that that's the way to go, especially considering this, he is out on bail.
Certainly, yes. And the reason why you do that is because in criminal law, on the defense side especially, whenever you have something for sure, you grab it, even though it's not 100% of what you want. So here, they had a situation where it was a deadlock. They wanted a mistrial. Judge, start everything over again. You take the for sure thing of a deadlock, which is a not conviction. Anytime the government doesn't get what it wants, that's a win for the defense. So here the judge and prosecutor tried to take that away from the defense, and it ended up backfiring on them, which is very surprising.
Daniel Penny accused of, he put Jordan Neely, this individual on the subway, into a chokehold, and the state says that this was manslaughter. The defense said that this was nothing of the sort, that he was coming to the aid of fellow passengers. Let's watch, remind everybody of the body camera video. This was captured on video, but also the Penny was talked to immediately when this happened, and it was on body camera video from responding officers. Take a listen.
You got a pulse on him. I feel a pulse. You feel the pulse? Keep breathing, right?
Try it on the wrist. Try it on the wrist. This one?
You got a pulse. You got a pulse. You breathing?
I feel like...
Nah, I feel the pulse. You got a pulse. You got a pulse.
Yo, man.
He put him on pulse.
Stay with me.
He's breathing. Relax. Get off the train. How about you get off the train?
All right, that was they were tending to to Jordan Neely there on the train. Joseph, this is one of those cases that really divided the country. Did it get political, this prosecution, in your estimation? It sure did rile up a lot of folks on both sides.
Sure, I think it absolutely was political. We have different dynamics here. We have the person who died was black. The person who claimed self-defense was white. That always comes to the forefront. Not always, but frequently comes to the forefront in terms of the news, which I think is used as a tool of division, which we need to not have division. We need to have unity. Here, one thing that we should all be able to learn from is that this is also something that could have been avoided. This speaks to the mental health crisis in this country. Mr. Neely was not well. He had mental health problems, documented history, and it really is a horrific tragedy that it resulted in his death rather than just get treatment for mental health, which could have been provided under different circumstances.
Yeah, and a lot of people brought that up, that the defendant in this case was sort of not just Daniel Penny, but also, society in general, because it's not just the New York subways, it's mass transit in every major city. You have mentally ill people using mass transit as a place to find refuge and warmth, and also that interaction has created these tense scenarios, and it just is a part of that. What does the verdict say to you?
I think the verdict says that society is wanting safety. They're wanting, protection from people who are out there who could potentially be violent. And again, Mr. Neely, it was said that he was threatening the other passengers, and you quite clearly have to say that what happened is the jury putting protection and self-defense over issues like racial justice or racial division, where they're deciding, okay, let's drop the black and white thing. This is an issue of protection, and we want protection.